Does your business need CPR right now? Is your business struggling to breathe? Is it struggling to live? And that's okay if yours is. You're still fighting. There's still a heartbeat going on in there. Your heartbeat might have slowed down just a little bit, but you're still alive. What I wanted to talk about today is CPR. So when you think of CPR, what's the association you think of? Throw out some words.
Life-saving.
Life-saving.
Rescue.
Breathing.
Breathing, yes. I think of like pumping, like pushing the, right? Pumping. All right, so a few years ago, my husband was at a conference and it was in Vegas, and he walked out to have like a cocktail hour out on the pool deck. And he walked out and he looked into the pool, and there was a man at the bottom of the pool. And like he was one of the first two people to arrive, he and this other guy. So he immediately jumps into the pool. Wally probably at the time was maybe a 200-pound man. This guy was probably a solid 300. So Wally goes down to the bottom of the pool to get the guy up, and he only gets him like kind of up. And so this other man jumps in, and they both get him up, and they throw him up on the side. And Wally was a Boy Scout, so he knew the basic premises of CPR. Hey, I'm Robin Mann, and I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been in the business 8.5 years, and I do about 25 million as a solo agent, and that translates to around 60 deals or so. I've closed a home a week every week since 2016, and no paid ads, all organic networking via door knocking, Facebook. Those are the big ones, referrals. So what did we know about what are some steps when you guys, if you had found a body at the bottom of the pool, you pull them up, you get them on deck, what do? What's the first thing you do?
Lay them down.
Yep. What's the very first thing you do?
Tilt the head back.
You listen for breath, don't you?
The very
Check for
first thing you
vitals.
should do is look around and ask someone to call 911, right? And if there's no one around, then yes. Okay, we do what? We lay them down,
Check for vitals.
check for vitals, meaning the pulse, are they breathing?
Air obstructions.
You can do that mouth sweep to see if there's any obstructions. What else? Anything else?
Tilt the head back
Tilt the head back.
and start compressions with staying alive.
Okay, start compressions with staying alive, staying alive. So you pump to staying alive. Now, I'm sure the rules have changed, but what's the rules? You pump and then what?
You listen for a breath,
And then what?
and then you start again.
Start again.
And
Do
you
you
should
breathe
have
in?
a partner so you don't lose your momentum and you don't get exhausted yourself.
Right. Okay, as a disclaimer, this is not a real true form of the CPR. I don't have the real rules out in front of us. We're just going through the basics. Don't anybody look at this as CPR training, because the people would probably die. But you're supposed to do like so many compressions and then a couple breaths. And then hopefully they'll start breathing, right? Once they start breathing, you do what? You roll them onto their side so they can, and it's actually really good to roll them onto their left side because that's where their heart is and the blood can start flowing to the heart. So Wally did get the guy up. They started CPR, 911 called. They did the compressions. They got the guy out, and he lived. How does this relate to real estate? So this was another shower thought. I have shower thoughts for those of you who are new. I like to take time in my shower to no music, no podcasts, no anything but me and my brain. And I write on my walls things that come into my mind. Okay. I have no idea where CPR came from this morning or why it came into my brain, but it did. I started thinking about CPR in that capacity of reviving someone and helping them breathe and doing the action. It's not a passive thing, right? Is it passive to do CPR? How many people minimum are involved?
1 to 2.
Right. This is where my brain started thinking. Who would agree that every real estate transaction is going to require at least 2 people having some form of communication? Can I get a thumbs up? Okay. So the invitation there is you have to be doing part of the communication. You can't sit back and wait for the communication to come to you. Who believes also that every transaction is going to require at least a call or a person-to-person conversation? I would say, 98% of the time? Maybe you could do a whole deal via text, but most often you're going to need to have at least one real live conversation with a person, right? So that's the C, contact of CPR. You need to have some contact with the world. Contact can be in many forms. We've talked about, my coach Hank is the one that created the 50, 20, 5, 1. It's 50 small touches a day, 20 more conversational touches, 5 real conversational touches, and then 1 deep conversation like it's a memory maker, right? every day you got to be contacting people. Your business right now, let me ask it this way. Say yes or put a thumbs up, whatever. Does your business need CPR right now?
Yes.
Right.
Oh.
Is your business struggling to breathe? Is it struggling to live? No. Good job, Macy. And that's okay if yours is. Good job, because you're still here. You're on this call. You're still fighting. There's still a heartbeat going on in there. Your heartbeat might have slowed down just a little bit, but you're still alive. You're not dead. You're on this call. That means you're still alive. So good for you. That's a win. You're here. So if you are in need of CPR, then let's think about what do we do to do CPR on your business. The words you guys said for CPR: life-saving, rescue, breathing, staying alive, pumping, 911. If those words relate to your business, okay, then we got work to do. And the good news is we know how to do it. The Red Cross has taught us for years how to do CPR. The way we're going to do it, first thing is we're going to contact people on the daily. It's your job. Okay, Julie, pick up the phone. Mari, pick up the phone. Debbie, pick up the phone. Brandon, you're hiding out over there. I need you to pick up the phone. All right? Jamaica and Michelle, pick up the phone. Don't have to do cold calls. We talked about that. Figure out what's your love, and we'll dive deep into that. We dive deep to that on a daily basis. What is your love in terms of lead gen? It does not have to be a phone call. Initially, you just need to be reaching out to 50 people a day in some capacity. And those 50, like we said, are just a comment on Facebook, a thumbs up with a comment. Now, again, talk about that. Gina's not on here this morning, but someone posts, "My dad died." You don't go, hey,
You're right.
right? Write them a heartfelt note. Oh my gosh, blah, 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 right? Or send them an actual message, or pick up the phone. And
Or
it's okay to not know what to say. It's okay to say, I have no idea what to say. I'm thinking about you. So 50 outreaches a day. If it's someone who died, someone's family who died, then that might be a real conversation, like one of your 5, okay? The 20s are a little bit in depth. You're actually gonna do, they've stated something, you respond, they respond back, you have some banter, okay? And then the 1 is a big one. All right, the P of CPR, you guys hear this every single day. What do you need to do? What do we need to do as realtors in our world, especially right now with all the NAR stuff happening and all the conversation about our commissions? What do we need to do? Provide what? We need to provide value. Provide value. Right now, your value could be that it's October 17th. It's the 4th quarter. For a lot of people that are in sales, good morning, Holly. Why don't you check in with your past clients that are in sales? Hey, dude, it's 4th quarter. It's 4th quarter for me too. I just want to check in, see how you're doing. How do I support you? That is a real authentic conversation. It's 4th quarter. It doesn't even have to be sales. It's every person that has a business is in sales. Your therapist, your banker, your dentist, your orthodontist, your hairdresser, all of them are in sales. Reach out to them, man. How's sales? Go by there today. Bring them a little Halloween goodie bag and just say, I just want to bring you a treat because I know we're in 4th quarter and this year's been rough. And how do I support you? You want me to do a Facebook live video right now? Rock on, let's do it. Let me do some video for you. Boom, put it up there. Tag their business, okay? That could be your value. Your value does not have to be that you're the market expert. If you are the market expert and that's your jam, create an email. Go to Sam's, go to NAR, go to Realtor.com, go to United Van Lines. There's so many places you can do, and type in something about, like, type in Detroit real estate statistics, October 2023. See what it pulls up. Provide that value to your community. And then the R is repeat. If you need your business to thrive right now, you need to contact some people. This is a very simple thing. That's what I love about it. It's a very simple, this whole formula is very simple. People that are going to charge you thousands of dollars a month to do blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'll charge you nothing. Come to this call every day. Because what you need to do is this. You need to do your contacts. You need to provide some value, and you need to repeat. Repeat is follow up as well. Repeat, and as I would say, repeat and follow up. When you're doing your contacts on the daily, we talk about this. 10 of them should be your current clients or your soon-to-be clients. 10 of them should be new people, and 5 should be past. That's 25 contacts a day. You can up that, double that. So 20, 20, and 10 if you want to do it that way. Every day you should be adding new people. Every day you should be following up I love that Julie was honest and said she has a list. Once Julie steps to a next level, and she may be at a phenomenal level right now and it works for her. It did not work for me because I was a list girl too. Because once you get past a certain number, you're blown away and you can't follow your list anymore. So that's when you get your database, your CRM to do the work for you. So I have Realty Juggler. It's like $150 for the whole entire year. If you want, I'll give you the code and you get a month free or something. But all it is I would put in Julie Weaver, we spoke today. I write my notes. Here's what we said. And then I set a task. Depending upon whatever it is that we said together, follow up in a week, follow up in a month, follow in 2 months, whatever it is. And then when I open my CRM, that's the key. You got to open your CRM. And on that day, it's going to say, call Julie Weaver. And the great thing about that is it takes the thinking out of lead gen. Literally, you just do what it says. And if you do that every day, there's absolutely positively no doubt you will win. My big message today is stop overthinking it. Your business is laying in front of you, or it's laying at the bottom of the pool, or it's barely got a heartbeat, or Macy's is doing great. That's phenomenal. Natalia's is doing great. That's amazing. You still need to maintain. You might still have a little water in your lungs. So your business is laying in front of you. What the hell are you going to do? You can do some CPR. Contact, provide value, repeat, and follow up. Boom! Shower thought this morning. Woo! So thanks for being here. If you got something from it, just bring a friend tomorrow. All right, we end every call with a high five. Give me 5. Love ya. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you later today or tomorrow. Bye.